Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Seattle Mariners franchise on MLB The Show 19. Do not forget to drop a like or subscribe if you are new. Plenty more of this coming your way. However, we start this one off. We are taking on the Minnesota Twins, and they are bringing up fresh blood with Dominic Ekstrum, you may recognize from the mini-series on MLB The Show 18. If you didn't get a chance to do that, it's on the channel in a playlist. Please check it out if you have time. So here we are, Seattle Mariners, Minnesota Twins, and there he is, Dominic Ekstrum, making his MLB debut in this series. Talking to Jonathan Scope for some advice as we get Marco Gonzalez on the mound. A .435 ERA, a 2-6 record in 9 starts this year. Has not been as much of an ace as we would like, but you know what? When I play the games, I love pitching with him, so he's not going anywhere. Byron Buxton is going to lead off for the Minnesota Twins, batting .090 this year, and he is going to show why as he strikes out on a pitch away from him. Rest of the lineup, Ekstrom's going to take that 2-hole. Then we got Nelly Cruz, Justin Jones, Eddie Rosario, Jonathan Scope, Miguel Sano, Jorge Blanco, and Aramis Garcia. Justin Jones you may recognize from the miniseries as well. So here he is, Dominic Ekstrum, his first at-bat in the majors. And he's on an 0-1 pitch right now, and that thing is going to get hit into left field and caught out there. So good play. And at least he didn't go down swinging. There's Nelson Cruz, and he's going to hit that one over to third base. That's going to be thrown on to first for the easy end of the inning. Marco Gonzalez goes 1-2-3, and now we'll see what Jake Odorizzi can do, as he is 3-5 in 8 starts with a .289 ERA, but a higher whip than Marco Gonzalez. Gonzalez was 1.25. His is 1.26. So clearly he's getting a little bit more run support. Here's Malik Smith. And let's see what Malik Smith can do in his leadoff bid here. He is going to hit one up the middle, and that one's going to get through right up the middle over second base. And now D. Gordon. See what he can do to move him over. He's only batting .212 this year. Hopefully he can do a little something, and he's going to get hit with that pitch. So Odorizzi hits D. Gordon to put 2 on early with none out here in the first inning. And Edwin Encarnacion over the last 10 games is only batting .205. A bit of a cold streak, but this one he's going to hit out there into right, and that one's going to fall. Throw home is going to be in time to get Malik Smith, and that'll be the first out of the game. Now, here's Domingo Santana. He's going to ground on to first. That's thrown on to second and back to first for the double play, and that gets Odorizzi out of a jam. Now Marco Gonzalez in a bases-loaded jam, and he's going to strike out Miguel Sano for the first out of the inning. Now, in a bases-loaded full-count situation, he is going to walk the batter. And that's going to walk in a run, but then the next batter going to hit one onto short, onto second, and to first for the double play. So Gonzalez does walk one in, but he gets out of it after that. So now a 1-0 game. Strikes out the batter there, and then gets the fly ball into center to end the inning with a guy on second base and strand the runner. Now we get a guy on first and an 0-2 to Narvaez, and he's going to pop that one into foul territory, getting Odorizzi out of a little bit of a jam. Now Gonzalez into the 6th, and that one lined on to short to get us out of a man-on-second situation. Into the 6th, we have 2 on, and Domingo Santana going to strike out, getting Odorizzi out of another one. Now Gonzalez here, and that one with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. He's going to give up the long ball to Polanco. And Polanco will round the bases and make this a 2-0 game in favor of Minnesota. Unfortunate for Marco Gonzalez giving up the bomb there. He walks a run in, he gives up a bomb. 2 things that probably could have been avoided. But there is the hit by Narvaez, and we have another guy running home trying to cut the lead in half, and he is going to get tagged out at home. That's Seager. So we move to bottom 8 where we have a man on first, and Encarnacion going to strike out and get thrown out right there for the out. And Odorizzi still up. So here we go with a man on first. Gonzalez still pitching, and he strikes his way out of the 9th inning. So Gonzalez goes the full game. And then here's Domingo Santana, and that one can't be handled by the third baseman, so we get our leadoff runner on in the 9th inning. Taylor Rogers going to come in, so Odorizzi not able to last the whole game, but Rogers with a 1.13 ERA. Should we be afraid? And there's Haniger going to hit one out to right field, and that one's going to be caught. So now with one away, it is Jay Bruce, and he hits one long and deep into left field, and Santana's got to run back to first, and he will not get there. Terrible way to end the game, but Odorizzi's going to come away with the win. Taylor Rogers comes away with the save. Marco Gonzalez goes all 9 innings in the loss, only gave up 2 runs in those 9 innings, so doesn't hurt his ERA whatsoever. In fact, he may have helped it. And as you can see, Ekstrum's debut, he didn't really do much. Justin Jones did go 1 for 4 in the game. Odorizzi goes 8 innings, gives up 9 hits, strikes out 8, has a 2.47 ERA now. And then looking at our guys, Gordon was pretty much useless, even though he did get hit by a pitch to get on in the first, and Jay Bruce was pretty useless. Everyone else at least contributed something, and Gonzalez did his best. His ERA does come under 4, though, even with the loss. He had 12 Ks in 9 innings. So not too bad. So now we'll move on to the second game of the series, in which I lost the simulating footage. Dominic Ekstrum was your player of the game in this one. So in his second game as a pro, he would come away with 2 RBIs in it. It would be a 5-3 win for the Minnesota Twins. And Ekstrum even got himself a stolen base in this one. As we look through, Ryan Healy hit a home run in this one. Beckham also, and Gordon also with RBIs in this game. And Kikuchi goes 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, 7 Ks. He has not been solid this year. If we had anyone to bring up and start, I would maybe look into dealing him. But it's not something we can do for the time being. We have no one ready to come up. And now you can see this one's getting ugly against Mike Leake. He's able to get out of it, only giving up 2 runs. But not a great start to the game. There we go. We get a run scored off of a Beckham double. So we cut the lead in half. Malik Smith is on there. There's a double for Ryan Healy, and then a strikeout to end that one. So the threat ends. Now bottom 4, Domingo Santana. There's a 2-run homer for Seager. Kyle Seager going to help us out big time, taking a lead. There's a solo shot for Nelson Cruz. That's going to tie the ball game up. Now we got a guy on third, and he's going to get stranded there. D. Gordon, unfortunately. There's a double for Seager. Seager's really getting some stuff done. And that's going to be an out. There's Tim Beckham. He's going to start it off, get on. Malik Smith is on. Smith and Healy are on with 2 outs. And Encarnacion is up. Malik Smith gets caught stealing third, however. So in a 3-3 game, Mike Leake is still in there. We're going to take him out. There's none out. There's 2 out. We get out of the 8th inning. And now bottom 8th, we do nothing. Here's top 9. Roscup still in the game. Kyle Seager in the bottom of the 9th is going to strike out. Narvaez is going to walk. Tim Beckham's going to hit the ball. We got runners on the corners for D. Gordon, and the sacrifice fly is going to give us a 4-3 win. And Kyle Seager will be the player of the game with a homer and 2 RBIs in it. We look, Ekstrum goes over in the game. Jones comes in to pinch run and doesn't do anything else. So it must have been his day off. As we look on through, Nelson Cruz hit a home run, obviously, for them in the game. Was a big one. Tied up the ball game for the longest time. Encarnacion did nothing for us. We have everybody under 300 now. It's not a good look. But Mike Leake goes 7 innings, gives up 3, 7 strikeouts. Ross Cup pitches 2 scoreless innings with 3 strikeouts to help us get the win here. Now into the final game of this 4-game set. There's a 2-run homer for Nelson Cruz. He's been killing us the whole time, and he's going to continue to do it. Now we get a leadoff double there for Malik Smith, but it doesn't lead to anything. And now just a lot of outs moving on there. Runner thrown out at home. We'll take that. That's something we desperately need. Jose Reyes is on base now. There's a single for Malik Smith. And 2 runs scored on a Domingo Santana double. And we have a 3-2 lead right now. There's Kyle Seager, and there's a run scored. Jay Bruce hits him in. It's a 4-2 game. Now a stolen base for Rosario, but we get out of that inning. Duffy still pitching for them. King Felix still pitching for us. He gives up a run there, and then he gives up the 3-run bomb to Kepler. It's a 6-4 game. Felix still in there pitching, though. Gets Nelson Cruz on second. We're going to bring in Chasen Bradford, and he'll get us out of the inning. There's a single for Tim Beckham. Domingo Santana flies out. Haniger pops out. That ends the inning there. Now into the bottom of the 8th. Seager is going to get on base. Strike out there, fly out there. That ends it. Here we go. Top 9, they will score a couple more runs. It is now 8-4. And now pressure to get those runs, and it's not going to happen. Nelson Cruz is going to be the player of the game. Home run, 3 RBIs for him. RBIs for Justin Jones, Polanco, and then, of course, the Kepler 3 RBIs. Kepler's 6th home run, Nelson Cruz's 13th home run. RBIs for us, 2 for Santana, 1 for Haniger, and 1 for Jay Bruce. No home runs on the day for us. Duffy goes 5 innings, gives up 4 runs, still comes away with a win. Hernandez goes 6 2/3, gives up 6 runs, and comes away with the loss. So, as we look at it, we win 1 out of 4 against the Minnesota Twins. Not a great series for us. We will beat the Texas Rangers in game number 1, lose in game number 2 with Gonzalez on the mound, and then Leake will win his game in a 4-3 fashion, and that is going to put us up in the second series of the month, the final series of the month against the Oakland A's. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Plenty more coming your way. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Can't wait to see you all again.